Take the next step toward the career you want, be it business, cybersecurity, healthcare, or more. UMGC can help you get there. No application fee when you apply by August 31st. Visit umgc.edu. Certified to operate by Chev.
For tank and tankless hot water heaters, for clogged drains, for leaky faucets, for toilets that won't flush. Stop freaking and call Beacon. Beacon Plumbing, Heating, and Mechanical is your trusted source to solve all your plumbing needs. 1-800-FREAKIN or beaconplumbing.net.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your home is going into foreclosure and you feel like a financial wreck. You don't know where to turn for accurate information. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne. Let's talk about some legal options. If we work quickly, we can propose a plan to save your home, modify the loan, or in many cases even eliminate your second mortgage. The consultation is free. I've helped hundreds of people just like you make informed decisions about whether to save their home or exit it on a reasonable, organized timeline. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. This week's Loud and Local Band of the Week is Sky Landing. We got our Loud and Local Band of the Week, Sky Landing. You want to find out how to get their music? Steve will let you know.
Well, they just put out a brand new EP, relatively brand new band, and they're going to be playing over at Bad Jimmy's in Ballard on Friday, April 8th, so go check them out.
You want more info, go to the BJ and Migs page of KISW.com. You want more local music, then go to KISW on Sunday nights. 8 o'clock, we got a show called Loud and Local. Bands like Sky Landing. Daniel is jumping. Jump around.
Everybody's looking forward to the weekend. Partying. Yeah. Fun. Looking forward to the weekend.
Happy Friday, everyone. Hope you got through all your festivities and your partying on St. Patty's Day.
Oh, yeah. Went nuts.
Did you go nuts?
No, we had tacos for St. Patrick's Day.
You didn't even have corned beef?
Yes, my vegan wife loves corned
you're right.
beef.
Wait, never mind. Yeah, okay. All right, fine. Okay.
I was like, I don't know if they have like a Beyond Meat corned beef and cabbage.
They should.
Somewhere. They got a tofurkey. Come on.
You know, it's just a matter of time.
What's wrong with St. Patrick's Day tofu, people? Come on.
Tofu corned beef. I'll just go with regular corned beef, but now
Did you have corned beef?
I did. Absolutely. 100%. Crock-potted that SOB and got it done.
So Danny had corned beef as well?
I did. I Traegered it. He did fancy with the Traeger.
Ooh.
Yeah.
DJ, you had corned beef?
J-Rubs went to Costco and got some corned beef for me. So, yeah, we even had corned beef in the Shea household, which, of course, we should. I mean, it is Shea, after all.
That's a good point.
Yes, we did not.
Aww. Well, maybe someday when they have the EP on corned beef.
You guys were all in the group chat sending pictures of like your meat. So I was going to send a picture of our tacos.
You should have.
That sounds wrong.
We even blew Sarah's mind yesterday, too.
Why?
Because, I wanted some mustard, but I was like, man, I really need some sweetness to it. And then J-Rubs is like, well, we have honey. Why don't we just make some honey mustard right here and just do it ourselves? And Sarah was like, wait, that's how you make honey mustard? You put honey in it? And we were just both laughing. Yes, Sarah, that's why they call it honey mustard.
Honey and mustard. I mean,
yeah. You got to be honest, though. I didn't think that's all you needed to do to make honey mustard.
Me either.
I can't. As much as I want to goof on your daughter, I'm kind of right there with her.
Yeah,
I feel like, I mean, look, you got to get the right balance. And we had Dijon, which I think has a nice flavor to be mixed with the honey.
Dijon,
Yeah, I'm not picturing yellow mustard's the way to go.
Well,
Get
some
the
people
Frenches.
do yellow. Yeah. Some people actually do the honey mustard with the yellow, but I like the Dijon.
Next time I have mustard and honey at my disposal, I'm going to make my own.
Yeah,
Oh,
do it.
dude,
DIY.
Game changer, brother.
This was homemade. That'll be my thing whenever we go to parties. I'm only going to do that for my wife's friends' parties. That way they're like, what? Sid, what's up with your husband? He's always like coming in with his homemade honey mustard.
Yeah.
He just brings a condiment to our party.
Steve, the honey
your thing.
mustard hipster.
Right.
That's your thing.
Hey guys, I brought my famous honey mustard.
Wow. Why not?
Wow.
I mean, look, dude, you made it with you put two ingredients together. I say go for it.
What if that becomes a thing and they're like, Sid, you bring in your husband? No, he's got a wrestling thing. Damn it. Can you make that honey mustard, though?
That's I know. We look forward to that.
I just hope so.
We look forward to his homemade special.
Let's get to our contestant
Some people
today.
bring meatballs. Some people bring crackers and cheese. I bring a condiment.
Just the mustard.
Just the mustard.
I've been working on my own ketchup. I'll bring it next party.
Ooh.
Let's go to Jeff in Seattle. Jeff, are you there?
I am here, yes.
Excellent. All right, Steve, get
I'd
out of
like
here.
to try my honey mustard.
Yeah, try Steve's honey mustard.
That doesn't sound right. I feel
World
like
famous
that's
honey mustard.
Yeah, that sounds like an Urban Dictionary thing.
Oh, God, don't look that up. For those playing at home, Jeff has 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. Jeff, you can pass all you want, but you will only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
I am.
What former American Idol contestant won an Oscar for her role in the 2006 film version of Dreamgirls?
Pass.
What is the current currency in Ireland?
Pass.
Brad Dourif voices which horror movie children's doll?
Chucky.
Yes. How many seasons did The Sopranos have?
6, 7, 8.
6, yes. The 1916 Olympics were canceled due to which war?
What year is that?
1916.
The Iraq War.
No.
Pass.
Which 2 numbers are used in the binary system?
Pass.
Hollywood is a district of what U.S. city?
Hollywood's a district of Los Angeles.
Yes. What early 80s year did Stephen King publish the novel Pet Sematary?
Year, 88, 89, 90.
No. 1, 2, 3 correct.
Jeff, can I ask you a question, sir? How are you in your 60s, sir, like me?
I am.
Okay, Jeff, a little stage fright, maybe? A little
No.
nervousness? I mean, Jeff, are you kidding me with some of these questions?
No, I'm not. You going to dog me, really?
I am going to dog you. Jeff, 19, what was it, Jeff? What was the year, Rev? 19 whatever?
1916.
1916, Jeff. You don't remember what war might have been happening around then? I mean, at our age, we should know that. I mean, there's only been a couple of them that are pretty big.
He's gone.
He's gone,
yeah.
BJ. He's not going to deal with you dogging on him today.
Well, I gave him a chance to see if he had nerves. I say, hey, you have a little nerves? You know, that's where you got to man up and go, maybe I did. Or otherwise you man up and go, maybe I don't know stuff.
Or he
As
just mans
opposed to-
up and hangs up on you.
I mean, look, again, he was in my demographic, so I feel like, look, dude, I'm going to give you some S
man.
because, I mean, Rev, usually I give you S for the questions, but my God, this is right in his wheelhouse. How does he not know? This is 2 world wars. Pick one of them, genius. This is the Iraq War in 1914.
All right. Simmer
Really?
down
The
there, buddy.
Iraq War?
Okay.
I mean, seriously.
No,
I mean, honestly, that's where I had to check out. I'm like, all right, the Iraq War?
I really hope Steve gets like a deuce on this one.
Oh, he's not going to drop a deuce.
I know he won't, but I can hope.
I think my favorite part is Steve's looking at us like, what the heck is taking so long?
I'm sorry. I mean, come on.
God.
Come on, Jimmy.
I mean, as Steve walks in not knowing what the hell's going on, I'm just going to say I'm really, really happy.
You could have went to the bathroom for how long I was stuck in there.
You could have.
I was not the subject of BJ's ire.
No, you look happy.
But somebody else was, and it's like, wow.
Well, I'm looking
I mean,
in the
look,
room. I don't think there's anyone in the show that got beat up on.
No,
is
get
it-
ready for some of the hardest questions you'll ever hear today, apparently, according
DJ, did you upset a listener again?
Yeah, straight
Did you
up.
ask
Well,
about
okay,
their
so you know
relationship
what?
with their father?
No, it's a guy in my demographic, so I feel like I have a right to say, you've been on the planet for over 60 years, and you really give some of the answers you gave?
He answered shamed him
I totally
hard.
answered shamed him.
BJ was dogging him.
Wow.
But here's the thing, Steve. I gave him a
ageist.
chance.
You're an
I said-
ageist.
Here's what I asked. You're actually right. I hate my own people. I asked him, I first said, hey, dude, you got a little stage fright. Now, because if that's the case, then I give him a break. But he was like, no, I'm
Yeah,
fine.
he scoffed. Was like, no.
No. And I'm like, oh. And I go, well, then what the hell is wrong with you? Oh, you're dogging me? I go, yeah, you kind of really blew it with you. Not only did he not know the answers, but some of the answers he gave were just, are you serious?
Did he hang up? Did
He
He's
hung up
gone.
after BJ was because
Dude,
BJ
it's
wouldn't stop
Friday,
yelling.
man. You
I know,
ruined
right?
his weekend.
That Friday
You know what?
feeling,
His-
and it's
I'll
just
tell you what
ire.
ruined his weekend, his lack of everything.
This guy now has to go through the weekend in a bad mood.
Yeah, good
Well,
job,
you know what?
BJ.
Hey, look, I mean,
It's
seriously,
tough
you
enough
gotta-
being in that age.
You got to man up. You know, at that age, you got to man up and go, look, okay, I'm kind of a moron. You got to just do it.
So
or
this
at
is
least
the life lesson. Beat Migs is the man up moment for
Yeah,
somebody.
he's got to man up instead of like, oh, I'm a tough guy. And what, you dogging me? Go, yeah, you can punch me in the face, but you'll still be
What
stupid.
the hell?
Wow.
Are you okay over there, dude?
No, I'm not.
I can tell.
You sound like you're cutting a promo on this guy.
Yeah, brother.
I'll see you at Olamania 3.
I just run into
let
too
you
many
punch
people.
me.
Here's the thing. I got too many people in my demographic that just don't want to admit, hey, you don't know anything or you're nervous or whatever. Just stop it. Stop being an idiot.
If you want
But
to
then
beat the
again,
old man, you got to punch the old man.
Great promo.
That's how it usually goes in my demographic. If somebody doesn't like what you say, they go, I'm going to punch you in the face. It's like, well, I'm an easy one to punch in the face.
You are
no.
just projecting some insanity
dude.
right now, dude.
I will guarantee you this guy is a punch you in the face kind of guy. I'll bet you money.
For all we know.
No, he's a punch you in the face kind
I
of
don't
guy.
know why monks listen.
Yeah.
Yeah, haven't they like given up like
Oh, yeah, the
videos
monk-
and
yeah,
stuff
the-
like that?
Yeah, you know,
Oh, yeah,
there
the
was-
monks, we're big with monks. What are you
Beat
talking
Migs
about,
is an
Rev?
exception.
We're number one with the monks.
Fair enough.
Wait, so you've just created this entire narrative of this
Dude,
guy wanting
yeah.
to beat you up.
Straight
this
up.
guy. Here's the guy. You dogging me because I just
Because you were.
Were you dogging him?
not at that time. I was like, hey man.
Oh, geez. Okay.
I gave him an out.
You
I
spent
gave
like
him an
3
out.
minutes yelling at him.
I gave the guy an out, and he was like, "Oh no!" And he scoffed at the out, and I'm like, "Okay, tough guy. Well, then explain to me your
Tough
lack.
guy.
Yeah, explain to me your lack of knowledge.
Did he threaten to meet you at the flagpole after
dude,
school?
No, he didn't at all. He
You
did
guys,
not at all.
you guys
He seemed
understand
like a nice
tone?
guy when I heard him when he first called in.
Yeah, he was a nice guy until he basically had the IQ of a partially thawed fish stick.
Until you were condescending to him.
I started nice, and I condescended to him when he lied.
Did he
Because-
start nice?
Yeah, I did. I said, "Hey, dude, how old are you? Did you have a little stage fright?" I was just like, because he did
Wait,
badly with his
okay,
answers. His-
From your perspective, did BJ sound that way when he
at the beginning,
Not at all.
No.
what?
It was like, let me ask you something. How aren't you in my demographic?
Yeah.
So you
why
gave him
don't
like
you know
way
these
more
things?
aggressive.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
Could it be
Aren't
that you gave him a
little-
condescending tone from the get-go, BJ?
Well, I'd like to have a playback. We should get a playback on this.
All right, we'll get Joe. Get the audio of that
Yeah.
as soon as you can. I know
Because the first thing I said is, "Hey, did you have a bit of a rough?" Because I was about to dive in on him, but then I was like in the moment going, "Hey, man, did we have a little stage fright?" And if he did, I'd be like, "All right, I get that," because that happens on Beat Migs. But he's like, "Oh no," I'm like, "Okay, tough guy." You know what I mean? Then tell me this. Tell me why you think the Iraq War happened when Rev asked me that question.
Shut the hell up! Jesus,
do you
dude.
think Steve
play
is
the
going to
game.
beat down
Oh my
my
God, can we play this game?
Let's play the game before he gives away
Okay,
anything.
hold on, Steve.
Do we
I'm
have
sorry
that
I gave
shut up
away
DJ audio?
Yeah, I gave away a big answer, Rev. No moron would answer the Iraq War to that question. Believe me, I didn't help Steve at all.
The BJ Ball Gag.
Fine.
Now shut up, BJ.
Hey, Steve, are you ready?
I don't know. Let me hit a button.
Yes.
All right.
What former American Idol contestant won an Oscar for her role in the 2006 film version of Dream Girls?
Oh, it's got to be the Iraq War.
No.
Kelly Clarkson?
No.
Carrie Underwood?
No.
I don't
What is
know.
the current currency in Ireland?
Euros.
Yes. Brad Dourif voices which horror movie children's doll?
Chucky.
Yes. How many seasons
Wanna
did The
play?
Sopranos have?
5.
No.
6.
Yes. The 1916 Olympics were canceled during which war?
Oh, the Iraq War.
No.
No. The War of 1812.
No.
World War I.
Yes. Which two numbers are used in the binary system?
1 and 0.
Yes. Hollywood is a district of what U.S. city?
Los Angeles.
Yes. What early 80s year did Stephen King publish the novel Pet Sematary?
83.
Yes. What major river runs through Cairo, Egypt?
The Nile.
Yes. How many of the same item can you get in the term baker's dozen?
13.
Yes. And Steve, you win. Shocking. 9-3.
He did that
Nice
bad.
job,
Yeah, he did really that bad.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And his answers were, the Iraq War is what really threw me off.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, at this, because he's in his 60s. He's like, are you serious?
There we go. Steve's the best today.
Breaking you down, except BJ shaming you.
BJ Shame.
I mean, who doesn't know the Euro is in Europe that you'd at least take a shot? At least say Euro.
There's a lot of them. I thought they were kind of gimmies on it.
So
but
wait, so you're mad at him about the war question? Which he guessed Iraq War. Did he hear?
he guessed the Iraq War and then passed. He asked for the year again. And
I was going to say maybe he heard the 60s, but that wouldn't even make sense.
No. I said 1916,
And so it goes from that to now BJ's just beating him up over all the questions. He didn't get Euro right?
Oh, yeah. No, it was a slow burn for me when I realized this guy he's only like a few years younger than me and really is clueless. Or he could have been nervous. And if he was nervous, I don't have a problem with that. That happens. But he was like, I'm not nervous, blah, blah.
And then you said, hey, tough guy.
Tough guy.
Oh, yeah. I just, I got a vibe. I just got a vibe. This is a guy that uses his fists to get through life.
The only one
vibe.
The only one that you didn't get correct, surprisingly, Jeff did not as well. Who was the American Idol contestant that won an Oscar for Dreamgirls?
Justin Guarini?
No, it was Elizabeth Hurley.
Oh, was it?
Wasn't it?
Jennifer Hudson.
Yes, it was Jennifer Hudson.
Oh, I'm thinking of I'm thinking of the
Jeez,
show.
BJ. Were you nervous there?
You're 60 and you don't know that, you dummy?
Yeah. What's the movie that Elizabeth Hurley was in? Was that Showgirls?
Showgirls.
Oh, yeah. Not
That's what I was
Dreamgirls.
thinking.
That's a great scene.
And by the way, I didn't give him a hard time for that because I figured, he probably doesn't know that movie. Why would he know that
You
movie?
thought it was Elizabeth Hurley.
Well, either way, I don't think he would know Dreamgirls either, and I don't blame him for that.
Well, congratulations on your win, Steve.
You know what? I'd be more than happy if what's his name? Jimmy? What's his name?
Jeff.
Tuffy Jeff? If Jeff wants to call back and because he maybe give his side of the story. Maybe you're right. Maybe I was too much of a bully. It's possible.
I'm positive of it.
You weren't even in the room. What do you mean you don't know?
But when I walk in, this guy wanted to punch me. He's a tough guy. And I'm like, is that how it went? And everyone's like, no, actually, that wasn't how it went. And then you were already beating him up.
Well, it's very possible that that's the case. That's why I want to give the guy an opportunity to call back. I just don't feel like he was honest with me. That's all. I feel like...
How dare he?
I don't like it.
Maybe he was embarrassed to say that he was nervous.
Yeah, well, you know what? You're in your 60s. Get over being embarrassed over stupid stuff and don't be an idiot. Which unfortunately, I may be projecting because I feel like people in my demographic are ruining this world. So I feel like one person at a time, I want them to stop being stupid so that we don't wreck this world. That's kind of where I'm at these days. Because, bravado and not really want to admit the truth about stuff really causes a lot of people pain. And right now, the boomer generation looks really bad because all of the people in the boomer generation are in charge. And you know what? Things aren't the greatest right now.
So we went from him getting a question wrong on Beat Migs to this being an entire example of why the boomer generation is doing everything wrong.
Well, you said I might be projecting, so I feel, I feel like if I'm projecting, I think I'm not happy with my generation right now. It's everywhere I look in the news, it's people of my generation being stupid and causing other people grief. And right now I'm ashamed to be, I wish I could be a Gen Xer right now.
No, we don't want you.
I was close, Steve. I could have been a Gen Xer. Billy and I were dancing with ourselves. I believe I should qualify.
Even if you were, we would revoke your card.
Yeah.
Oh, really? You're taking away
that trade.
No.
Oh, that's BS, man. I was so close.
No, you can't be with us, man.
All right, fine.
You gotta go sit at your old man table, and we'll sit at our slightly less old man table.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, you could. Yeah, you're the middle table. Yeah. I'm the little table.
Yeah.
And then I don't know.
Ours don't need backrest just yet.
Oh no, I guess
soon.
Well, I need a backrest. I'm not moving from that table. No doubt about it. All right. Well, that's a lovely time. Thanks for all you being here. Hey, you know what time it is though, and it is time for what's his name, Jeff. Jeff could call in for listeners on the loose.
I just want to get the audio. Hopefully, Joe can get it. I want to hear what started all of this. To see if you were being condescending and that's why he got defensive.
All right, it's possible.
I do have it. Do we want to wait?
Yes.
We'll wait for listeners on the loose.
There we go. There we go. I do have it.
Because, Jeff might be able to call in. And I'll say this. If the room really feels I was condescending, I will apologize to Jeff if Jeff calls in. If he doesn't call in, well, the hell with it.
Oh, jeez.
No.
You owe him an apology.
No, he's got to call in.
No, that's not fair.
You got to call in for that.
No.
What good's an apology if you're not on the line to hear it?
He's on the radio listening.
Maybe he's listening.
You don't know that. He's probably gone down to punch people. He's probably going back to his job where he punches people for a living.
You know what? I was just on King 5's website. They said there's a 60-year-old man in the streets of Seattle punching people.
That's that guy.
Yelling, "Suck it, BJ." And
that's who it is.
I should let them know that it's about you.
Okay, thanks, man. Yeah, you give King 5 a call right now. It is time for listeners on the loose. You pick the topic, you guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. We got your calls, we got your texts at 917 on the Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on the Rock. 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. It's Listeners on the Loose. Brought to you by Advanced Hair Restoration. Listeners on the Loose, where you pick the topic, you guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. What do you want to talk about? Maybe you want to, call into a game show and be really horrible. 206-421-ROCK. Yeah, maybe you do. Text us at 77999. Do remember, though, when you call in, Steve does have a rule.
Good performance or not, just show some energy and bring it. Otherwise, you'll be gone, then we'll have to say goodbye to you.
Goodbye, old friend.
Oh, no, if you have a bad performance, you're out.
All right,
I'm like Pat Sajak now. 0 F's given with these games. You get it right or get out.
Most pointless story ever told.
That's right.
All right. So
Pat and I, right in the same camp.
So when we last were on the air... we were trying to determine whether or not you were being a douche and condescending to a listener who was not doing very well on Beat Migs. And you said that you were nice at first, and then he was acting like a tough guy, and that's when you got all pissed off.
Yes, that's my recollection of it all.
Okay. I asked everyone on the show, and they all felt that you were being... I wasn't in the room. I was in the other room, so I didn't get to hear it while I was waiting to play the game. So Rev found the audio.
Yes.
Well, and I would like to just make the statement that the rest of the show is high. Just want to say that right now, and they probably should be drug tested.
For all we know, we listen back to the audio, and all of us will be like, you know what? Upon listening back, I could totally understand why BJ acted the way that he did.
Yeah, we get to reflect on this.
Yeah. Oh, well, in order to, you go ahead and listen, and then we'll have our comments.
Okay.
Jeff, can I ask you a question, sir? How are you in your 60s, sir, like me?
I am.
Okay, Jeff, a little stage fright, maybe? A little nervousness? I mean, Jeff, are you kidding me with some of these questions?
No, I'm not. You going to dog me, really?
I am going to dog you.
See, that's where it turned for me.
Yeah, right there. That I agree. I turned there because he was like, "No, I'm not nervous, nothing," and I was like, "You're full of crap, pal." And that's where I turned. But I started off nice.
When you did, and you even asked a little stage fright, really, and he giggled. I think that sounded like a nervous giggle. And then,
I thought he said no, so I look at it like, "Give me a yes, okay? Come on, you're 60-something years old. Give me a yes." Okay, we've been on this planet long enough. Give me a yes.
It wasn't overly condescending.
And in my argument to the condescending, it's that sort of kind of exploratory questioning you're doing with the kind of the sing-songy voice. Like, it was just like, hey,
yeah, I think BJ was
are you
fine.
terrible at this?
I'm not going to give you a hard time for any of that.
Yeah, I mean, Rev, no doubt about it, I had a sing-songy voice, but I didn't go after the guy like you guys described. But yeah, I was definitely ready to pounce, but I thought, let me give him a little bit of like, hey, let me... hey, man, I want to kill you, but...
And then did it progressively get worse after that? Is that...
Yeah, but he had hung
definitely.
up at that point. He hung up.
But
that's where he hung up.
Yeah, that was where he hung up.
But he was horrible at the game. He was really horrible.
He
knew
for
Chucky.
Coffee, and he ran out of time.
I got to tell you something right now. Look, I like Chucky. I'm in my 60s, but if I don't even know World War I in my 60s, what am I doing? You know what I mean? What, that's how I look at it, like the Iraq War. I mean, I'm an idiot, but this guy makes me look like a genius. So there you go.
But is it worth getting so mad at the guy?
Well, he's in my demographic. I took it personally. I really did. You're probably
all
right.
Are the same. Everyone's different. Everyone has certain things they're not very intelligent about, and other things that they are more intelligent about.
All I ask for is honesty. I get that everybody's got different levels of intelligence, but I really am tired of being lied to, and it could just very well be life. It could very well be I'm projecting the fact, and the Seahawks are the latest thing, the fact that...
So wait, you're mad at the Seahawks and you took it out on poor Jeff?
Well, it's very possible. If you say, look, I wasn't thinking I was projecting, but you know what? You used the keyword projecting. I got to think therapeutically. It's very possible the Seahawks have pissed me off. Russell Wilson, the whole thing. It could be Jeff took the brunt of it.
You're that upset at the Seahawks?
Dude, I'm telling you right now, Now, look, I think it's the state of the world with all the BS. But I mean, I am tired of lies. And it's my generation doing it. Like everybody who's my age is going, hi, we're not going to do this. And then they go and do that. And you're just like, I am so effing tired of it.
But that's everything in sports. Like they're never going to be honest and say, oh yeah, we're actively shopping him. Or Russell's like, I hate being here. I want to be traded. I found 14 teams. And I narrowed it down to one.
I don't think they have to do that anymore, Steve. I really think it's just, you're right. They do it. And I don't think they have to anymore. I will still be a Seahawks fan if they come out and say, look, we don't want to build a team around Russell Wilson. Sorry, we know you love him, but we don't think that's successful.
But then what does that do for them trying to trade him? Like that, all of a sudden, all these teams like they want to get rid of this guy. We're not going to offer as much.
I mean, after the fact. Before the fact, you're right, Steve. I get they got to be covert, but after the fact, throwing him under the bus, I think is lame.
See, you read that so differently than I did. I did not read it as them throwing him under the bus.
Oh, I think they were making it very clear that he wanted to leave.
Yeah, Danny, that's throwing him under the bus.
But I don't think they were completely. I watched the whole press conference, and I mean, at no point did I get the vibe that they were trying to crap on him. I think Pete was like, hey, man, we pride ourselves on being on second chances. And he even said, he's like, and with Russ, I feel like he wanted to take a second chance and play with a team that was more offensive minded. And I mean, and he's like, that makes sense.
Well, you guys, I mean, no doubt about it, that's your valid opinion. And I'm not the only one that has the opinion that the Seahawks threw him under the bus. That was a lot of prevailing thoughts in the sports world, is that the Seahawks threw him under the bus. Not crapping on somebody's one thing, but you can in a very fancy way go, yeah, this was his idea, not ours. All three of them were like, this was his idea, not ours.
Oh, I think that was very intentional too.
Yeah,
I think that they wanted the fan base to know if things don't go well this season, it's not our fault, it's Russ's. He chose to leave us.
Literally throwing him under the bus, in my opinion. But that's and look, I don't want to get deep about other stuff, but it's not just sports. There are liars.
Jeff had to take it. That's a lot to ask of a man. He just called in to play a stupid trivia game, and you're beating him up over Russell Wilson.
206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Let's go to Kiana in Seattle. Kiana, you are on the Rock. Hello, Kiana. We lost Kiana? Is that a thing?
Yeah, no. I'm here.
Oh, there you are. Hi, Kiana. Welcome to the show. What you got for us?
Well, I was thinking this guy Jeff kind of reminded me a little bit of Dakota.
Oh, I remember Dakota. He was a lot younger, though. I should have been nicer to Dakota. I mean, he's a young kid, and Dakota, he came back, and he's become, I say, a friend of the show, but we haven't heard from him in a while, so maybe not.
Yeah, I mean, some of the questions you can kind of like Ken Jennings it, but I don't know. It kind of comes down to whether you know it or not, but he kind of didn't really even try, I feel like.
Yeah, see, Kiana, I'm with you on that. And look, if the guy would I just really think
I thought those questions were the hardest questions ever. And the fact that I got 9 right,
it's fantastic. It's amazing.
Yeah, really.
It just proves the intelligence that you're working with here.
Yeah, there you go. Okay. Whatever you got to believe.
I'm just trying to make Jeff feel better.
Yeah.
So smart and unrestable.
Yeah. Let's go to Mark in Laramie, Wyoming. Mark, are you listening online with the Odyssey app, sir?
Yes, sir. How are you guys today?
Good, thank you, sir. Hey, listen,
we're mad at Russell Wilson and the Seahawks.
Right? Are you really?
We are, aren't we?
Well, yeah.
What do you got? What do you got, Mark?
Next door to us. Man, I just want to stick up for you, BJ. I don't feel you're dogging that guy at all. I mean, I think you've actually mellowed out compared to what you used to be when you first started.
You're right about that.
And Rev, oh yeah, he used to throw a fit every day. Almost busted the spring a couple times.
Yeah, you're right about that, Mark.
I feel if you don't know what World War I is at our age, I'm 54. Nah.
Well, that was the thing. Like when I heard the audio back, I was like, I don't feel like you were like. I walked in and I have no idea what's going on. So just based on how everything was going, I'm like, were you really being a jerk? Is that why he hung up? I think he hung up because he was embarrassed. But then after the fact, you just went off the deep end on him. And now it's understandable. He was responsible for the Seahawks screwing up this Russell Wilson thing. And that is all on Jeff's shoulders.
That's why now you understand.
Yes.
I mean, I was trying to get this whole room to understand, but they're not true Seahawk fans like you and I, Steve. Danny's all about, Dion's, and Rev's all about the Kraken, and then Vicky's all about whatever the hell she's all about. And,
dresses.
It's dresses today?
Memes.
That's what it is.
Yeah, memes and dresses.
That's what it is. It is Listeners on the Loose. You pick the topic. You guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Whatever you want to talk about, especially how Jeff ruined the Seahawks. Your calls, your texts at 9:33 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
Everything is better electrified. Like the guitar, toothbrushes, or cars. And Hyundai has the widest range of electrified vehicles on the market, including the first ever Tucson and Santa Fe plug-in hybrid EVs. You can use electric when you want it or gas when you need it. It's your journey. Evolve it beyond the pump in the 2022 Tucson or Santa Fe plug-in hybrid EVs. Visit your nearest Hyundai dealer or learn more at HyundaiUSA.com. Call 562-314-4603 for complete details.
Take the next step toward the career you want, be it business, cybersecurity, healthcare, or more. UMGC can help you get there. No application fee when you apply by August 31st. Visit umgc.edu, certified to operate by Chev.
When the hot water needs to be hot, when the drain needs to drain, when the toilet needs to flush, you need to do two things. Stop freaking and call Beacon. Beacon Plumbing, Heating, and Mechanical. On call and there when you need them most. 1-800-FREAKIN or beaconplumbing.net.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. It's listeners on the loose. You pick the topic. You guide the show. Morgan in Tacoma, you are on The Rock.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Not too bad. Morgan, what you got for us, buddy?
I just had a question. I was wondering how censorship being on the radio, does it affect you in your normal life as far as how you speak and whatnot?
It makes me worse, actually. I've had to really tone it down badly. I think, and it is because of the fact I think I have to keep my mouth in check. And so when I'm away from the microphone, it's 80% sometimes I'm like, rah, 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 rah. And it's I got to figure this out.
For me, it's weird because if someone curses around me, I try and find a button to hit because I'm like, I got to dump them. And
that's why you always poke me in the boob.
Actually, it's in the butt. I'm hitting the dumper button.
I got it.
Hey.
Wow. Hey.
I think it's interesting that Danny thinks his butt is his boob. I think we need to take him back to class.
Well, clearly he missed that lesson.
Yeah, he did.
I always had to censor myself because of my nieces and nephews. But, at some point, now that they're older, it kind of loosened up a little bit. But
yeah, for me, it's weird. I on the air, if headphones are on, I feel completely fine. If I don't have headphones on, that's right. I feel like I'm not on the air. So if I'm on the air, I have to put headphones on. Otherwise, I get scared. But we're trying to be better. I am. My wife doesn't curse. I'm trying to be better not to curse around the house, just because Tatum picks up words rather quickly.
Oh hell yeah!
And I'm good at it. Luckily, radio has trained me for that. So I just walk around my house with headphones on. Which
I have to ask only because I'm not around your wife that much. Does she do any kind of cursing, like the S-bomb or anything?
S-bomb, maybe. I hear that once in a blue moon, but it's once every few months. It's not very often at all.
Wow,
she doesn't curse.
That's an amazing thing to just not have that in your vocabulary. I mean, at the end of the day, I think it does make you look more professional.
It's just not her thing. But
I don't know people because everybody does it so much. And of course, I'm the worst offender. But to meet somebody that just can go through life and not do it, I think, man, that's a pretty cool accomplishment. That's what I think.
And radio for me has trained, like you said, it's trained me, but it's trained me in the opposite way in terms of when I'm around Lily or any kid, I don't cuss at all.
No, I used to go, "What's up, F-ers," to these 4-year-olds in our neighborhood.
I remember those days.
Yeah, don't do that
you've
anymore.
changed. You're a changed man.
Yeah.
The hardest part, though, is something bad happens, if Tatum falls. I've had to be better at it because my first instinct is just to yell the F word.
Oh yeah.
I'm like,
that's your kid.
Yeah. So and it's like, hey, can you work on? I'm like, yeah, that's probably. I'm saying it with such authority and such emphasis that's going to be a word that's going to stick with her if I keep doing that.
Especially when she falls, and then she's just going to start saying, "Oh F, Daddy, oh F."
Please video that. I want only because look, as horrible as it is, there's nothing more adorable than when a baby drops an F-bomb.
Oh, you're right. I would. Yeah, but I like to. If I can avoid it, I will. But if it did happen, I absolutely will get it.
That's what I'm talking about. You know what? That's a video. Maybe we won't post it or the secret channel so your wife doesn't see that you've done it. But that would be one of the most adorable things in the history of adorability.
We'll put it on Twitter. She doesn't have a Twitter page.
Oh, perfect! I love this play.
That's where all the raunchy stuff goes, right, guys?
Oh yeah, sure.
Actually, truer words have never been spoken.
Oh yeah, I mean yeah.
Let's go to Ben in Port Orchard. Ben, you are on The Rock. Hold on, Ben. We're having a little trouble over here. Let's try. There we go.
Hey,
there you go,
guys,
Ben. Hello.
How's it going?
Hi, Ben. Welcome to the show. What you got, man?
Not much. Sorry, just caught me at an awkward time.
Oh, well, sorry we called you right now.
Yeah, I'm so sorry,
I know,
man.
right?
You know what are you doing that's so awkward? Are you pooping?
So, not important. Anyway.
Oh, it's really? I think pooping's very important, dude. If you don't poop, you could die.
I was just wondering what you guys have been cooking on your Traegers. Like, what's the most recent thing?
You know, Steve,
Traeger talk.
Steve, hold on a second.
What's up?
I really feel like what's his awkward thing might be more, interesting than what you guys are cooking on your Traeger. We want to take a vote whether we want to hear about his awkward thing or we want to hear what you guys are cooking on your Traeger.
He's at one of those rubbing, massage parlors.
Wow, you went there? That's exactly what you think is awkward for. All right, we're guessing what Ben's awkward moment is.
He's getting a massage.
Rev said pooping. Mm-hmm. You said he's at a rub and tug.
Yes.
Whoa.
Danny, what do you think is awkward right now, Ben? What's his awkward moment?
This conversation.
He just walked into his boss's office.
That's a nice one. All right, Vicky, pooping's gone.
At the massage parlor.
And I know Vicky would have liked the rub and tug, but she can't guess that. Vicky, what do you think?
I'm going to be a little more wholesome and think that he just finished up doing the lovin' with his girl.
And I'm going to say he finished up doing the lovin' without his girl. That's what
Oh, jeez.
That's all right, Ben. Who's closer to the truth?
I love how much faith you have in me.
Yeah. Someone's got it, right?
So how cool? Who's closer to the truth? We're betting lunch, sort of, kind of on this, Ben. Who's closer to your awkward moment?
Oh gosh. Okay, so all of you are pretty far off. So I'm just gonna have to go ahead and give it to BJ because I'm getting an oil change. So.
That's the term.
That is a term they use.
Get lubed up, baby.
I mean, that is an option at the certain massage parlors in Renton.
Yeah, sure.
Get the full oil change.
Well, you know what? I don't know where you're going to get the oil change where it's awkward, but sir, perhaps maybe you should not get out of the car when they do it and just stay in the car, and those hoses won't go to the wrong places. But all right, so he wants to know what you're cooking on the Traeger. What are you cooking?
Speaking of, is this Ben that sells the Traegers?
Yeah.
What's up, man?
He's a Traeger dealer.
He's a Traeger guy.
He's our Traeger dealer.
This feels like a scam to me.
It does. It reeks
I'm now Ben that sells Traegers. I'm the mayor of Miggstown or Miggsville, and I'm also Miggs' nemesis because I got him 10-0 the other day.
All right, look at Ben. Ben is.
Yes.
By the way, we're going to have.
All of us politicians in Miggsville are talking about relinquishing your status.
Well, I want somebody from Zulu's Board Game Cafe call in and ask me what kind of games we're playing lately. What the heck? Since we're doing the theme where people who own stuff call up and go, "Here's a random question that has nothing to do with my business."
He's a Traeger guy, so he's probably curious what we're cooking on our Traegers.
He's a Traeger dealer.
Yes, he is.
That's different than a Traeger guy. He's the drug addict. He's the guy that's got the drugs that you guys have bought.
I don't remember.
Hey, but I got to know how good the drugs are before I can get you hooked on them. And so
That's a good point.
I've tried my own supply before. I'm doing a brisket this weekend, man.
Oh wow! Nice. Well, Danny, I think you're the one that last used the Traeger out of the boys, right?
Yeah, I did
yesterday.
The corned beef brisket for St. Patrick's Day, and then I also did it with beer and corned beef and cabbage and carrots. It was delicious.
All right, I don't know when Steve last used his Traeger. I bet it's been a while.
It's been a little over. It's closer towards when the weather was nicer. So yeah, I haven't used it in a bit. But the last time it was probably sausages and vegan sausages and corn. That's pretty much all I do on that day.
So you know what? I mean, I really think Rev's going to have you beat though, because Rev's a connoisseur, as you know, with the Traeger.
It was last week, and we did the Kraken sausages that I got from Costco.
Oh, nice.
Those are so good. Did some chicken for the wife, and then we also roasted zucchini.
Look out.
Okay, it was good until he brought the zucchini.
Hey, you got to have a good balance of meat and veggies.
Zucchini.
You need the veggies on the Traeger.
Yeah, it's a game changer.
We always put like a big tinfoil just filled with different vegetables in it. And it's amazing.
It's really good, yeah.
You guys are all healthy eaters. That's fantastic.
Oh, no, slather it, though, with barbecue sauce.
Oh, yeah, I buttered that.
You guys got to go to Papa Murphy's and just do a Papa Murphy's pizza on it.
I've done a take and bake on before, too, and it's amazing.
It is ridiculous.
All right, Ben, listen, if somebody wants a Traeger, where do they got to go? They got to go to your house? They got to go to an alley? How do you sell them? How do you push this stuff on the kids?
Ben the Traeger guy sounds hot. So, if you're ever looking for a side hustle.
He is hot.
Okay, I mean, Danny can attest to this.
Well, now I know why. Now I know why you're having the awkward moments at the lube place.
No, he's a Traeger guy. He's hot. Get it?
I see what you did, Danny. Wow, there's that New Mexico humor. Thanks, Danny. Wow, that was. Hey, listen, Ben. Nice to hear from you, buddy.
Take care. Oh, we got a text that says I sell furniture. What kind of furniture are you guys sitting on?
Yeah.
Hashtag Rainier Moderns.
Yeah. Now, if I was really, if I didn't get it all out on Jeff, I probably would have given some to Ben for basically scamming us just to promote his Traeger business. But you know what? I got it all out on Jeff. Jeff, we found out is the reasons why the Seahawks lost Russell Wilson.
Leah Lakewood says, I think Jeff can suck it. Tell him to use Encyclopedia Britannica. That's from Leah.
Wow, and that's old school.
Encyclopedia Britannica. Do they even have those anymore?
I wonder if this is the same Leah, because then I once said Leah wanted a birthday shout out, and she said, I'm old as F and I need birthday love for my favorite radio show.
Oh, yeah.
Happy birthday, Leah.
Hey, Leah, happy birthday.
Enjoy being older now as F.
Yeah, well, I mean, even if you're as old as F, you're still not as old as me. So there you go. Congratulations. Let's go to Courtney. Let's see. Courtney in Edmonds, you are on the rock. What's up, Courtney?
BJ Shea.
Who cares? What you got for us, buddy?
How you guys doing? Sorry, I just first-time caller, long-time listener.
Look at that.
I've been listening to you guys since about middle school and stuff with my dad and everything. So it's
really
awesome to be on the show. And
how old are you now?
22. I've been
damn, dude! All those
in the
years
men's room for a long time.
Yes, we helped mold you into the man that you are. You're welcome.
Thanks for listening to The Rock all day long, dude. Appreciate that, man. What you got?
Well, I've been catching up on the Odyssey app when I can't listen to you guys while I'm working. And
are you working for our company? Because you're giving us some great plugs. I really appreciate it. That's AUDACY, Odyssey.
Do you have a Traeger?
No, I wish.
Talk to Ben.
But
yeah.
I used to work for this landscaping company. Quick thing, catching up on the Odyssey app. You guys talked about going to the bathroom outside and how it could, should be somewhat legal if it's an emergency kind of deal. Mm-hmm. And you used to work for this landscaping company, and you feel awkward going up to the door to hey, can I use your restroom? You don't really, you're covered in grass or dirt. You don't want to be going into people's houses.
I agree.
So we used to do this thing called the Tim Tebow, and so you just walk over to a bush, find a fence or anything, and you go to the bathroom. You kneel down and you go to the bathroom.
Kneel down? I never thought of doing it that way.
Yeah, and you look like you can start messing with pine cones or leaves or rocks, and it looks like you're doing something, but you go to the bathroom and you're good to go.
Oh,
and
dude, that's a great strategy.
Multiple times. I've done it in downtown Seattle before. I've done it. You just look busy.
Dude, so, you could even be I'm praying right now if you want to pull a full Tim Tebow.
Yeah, full, both knees down. I grew up Catholic, so it makes sense.
Oh. There's a lot of jokes as a fellow Catholic that can be said with the whole being on your knees, but we'll leave it at that.
Yeah, we'll leave it at that. That's Courtney, thanks for that. That's a good suggestion.
I like that idea. Although I'd be afraid I might whiz on my knee.
That's what I was thinking.
Well, that's why you bring Danny, so you can whiz on his knee.
Wow. Damn.
Then you don't have a problem with that.
So we're supposed to be facing each other while we're both going, number one?
Look, you know what? Steve, I'm trying to help
Only if you're in an Atlanta bathroom.
Maybe before the pandemic, sure, but not now.
Well, that's why you bring masks. Make sure you have your masks.
Or that glass little divider.
Yeah.
Get a glass divider. K95. Don't use the gators, unless you double up.
So they said, Migs, it was awesome seeing you over at the dollar store yesterday chasing Tatum around as she had a giant foam pool noodle in her hand. That was awesome. She's such a cute little baby.
Oh, look at you. You're going out to the dollar store now.
Tatum loves the dollar store, which I'm happy because that's in my price range. And she's running around with one of those pool noodles, and I'm like, it was funny. But I got to give a shout out to the people who work at the dollar store. It's got to be a tough time for them right now because I haven't been in one in a while, and I didn't realize that the prices have gone up.
Oh, yeah.
And now it's $1.25, and I heard at least 4 times different customers that getting their stuff rung up with you guys should be called the $1.25 store now. I'm like, oh man, I'm sure they hear that then yes, they do. 4 times since I was there.
Yeah,
right.
And so
I thought it, but I was like, I'm not going to say it too.
That's why it's tough, though. That's why it's tough when you are a company that uses some sort of identifier like that, and then the things change. Like, for instance, 20th Century Fox. You know what I mean? It's like, what are you going to do in the year 2000? You're kind of screwed. And they was like, I guess we're going to just have to call ourselves Fox now.
But it's such a fun thing because you just feel like a baller. We had our whole cart filled with stuff, and it was like $23. And I'm like,
that's fantastic.
Yeah, coloring books and random.
So you've got the kid trained that the dollar store is cool. That's a brilliant move.
Well, I don't think we trained. It's just that there's so much random stupid stuff that she could just grab, and I'm not afraid of she grabs a bucket, and I'm like, you want the bucket? You can have the bucket. It's $1.25. Yeah.
All right. Well, then, you know what? Then that's where if you can just train her that's the great place of joy, then you're always going to have cheap fun.
It's fun. That's Lily's still obsessed with the dollar store, and she's 8, so you got a while.
Yeah, I mean, I told her this place is called Nordstrom's, just so you know, that's the name of it.
Oh, the Nordstrom store.
Whenever she thinks she wants to go to
Oh, I see what you're doing there. Oh, nice. Yeah, take this Gucci pool noodle.
Stupid thing that you put on your head and has a little springy, you know, like those little I don't even know what the hell they're called.
It's like a little headband with the little
the wiggly wobblies.
Yeah, and each one says happy birthday. So, of course, people are asking, is it her birthday? I'm like, no, she just grabbed it. She won't take it off without melting down.
Of course.
So the entire day, everywhere we went, she's walking around with these happy birthday headband on.
You know, this kid, I'm telling you right now, I mean, when she really, really starts talking, it's going to be awesome. When she really starts putting multiple sentences together, I cannot wait to what's going on in her head. When you go, so can I ask what you like about those? And it's because it's not your birthday. You know?
She thought it was the greatest thing ever. Although then when we got home, we didn't realize that it obviously was being worn by someone else because there was like random hairs stuck to it.
Oh, that is what you get sometimes at the dollar store.
When your wife is a germaphobe, oh man, hilarity ensued, I tell you, when she realized that.
I bet. Yeah. Well, all bets are off with kids because kids just basically go, guess what? Me and germs, we're going to be friends.
Oh, she doesn't even care. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's kind of tough for a germaphobe.
She found like a balloon on the ground that was like covered in dust. And she's like, that's like, she wanted to play with that and try and blow into it. And I'm like, nope. Even Dad, who's not really, doesn't give a crap about germs, is like,
wait a second. Wait, but you're the guy that eats, at the hotel, the used room service.
You do.
Yeah.
I eat chicken wings that were left out to be picked up, yes, but they were not eaten. They were the ones that weren't touched.
I'm just saying the balloon blower doesn't fall too far from the balloon animal.
What? That's a weird saying I never heard.
It's a tough analogy, but basically the kid that wants a balloon, kind of like that is all I'm saying.
Well, you keep saying it. No, I'll stop listening. I'm not going to put my mouth on a dirty, dusty balloon.
Well, not unless you get the right money.
Wow.
All right. Well, maybe that's me.
Where's Jeff when we need him?
Yeah. Here's a big question for you. What do Ryan Castle and a turtle have in common? Well, I'm going to tell you at 9:51 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW. And now, the Ryan Castle question of the day.
What do Ryan Castle and a turtle have in common?
I'm a little slow today.
Just today?
Especially today.
Okay.
It's the day after St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah. This is a slow day for a lot of folks. Oh, well, not for that turtle.
That's what I call my finishing move.
Oh, really? Is that what you call it? All right.
Oh, someone said they both have a corkscrew wiener.
That's interesting. People have that knowledge.
They both love pizza.
I wonder who this person is that knows this about me.
Well, it's BJ's cell number that's on this text line.
Well, of course. I have intimate details about Ryan Castle, the drunk in charge. What else would you like?
We know each other biblically.
Both were raised by a rat in the sewer. I like that one.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
Radioactive.
Yeah. Well, we got a refrigerator repairman who stole $30,000 from a business owner in Florida, but he didn't take cash. No, he took turtles. This guy's a genius. His name is Jermaine. He'd been hired by a turtle breeder to repair a beverage cooler, and he allegedly stole a few things on the initial visit and then said he needed to return when he had a special part. And on his second visit, he was like, whoa, I think I'll take these 18 turtles, too. And worth $30,000.
How much do these turtles cost?
I like turtles.
Yeah, they're expensive. So how about the cops were able to lure this idiot back to the breeder one more time, and that's how they caught him. He says, yeah. Ryan Castle, you don't got to lure him anywhere because he's got a 12-pack and he's giving it to you.
BJ and Migs play of the day.
We got a med student in trouble as he was caught cheating during an exam as he had a Bluetooth device surgically implanted into his ear. Based on this, we want to know, how did you or someone you know cheat the system?
See, the one I always wanted to do, but I could never do it because I was always very flat-chested, but I'd see girls do it like on their cleavage. So when they just look down, they're like, there it is, like on the inside of their bra.
Oh, damn.
But I was flat-chested, so that didn't work for me.
I could kind of do that now. I was going to say, me after 25 could pull that off.
Yeah.
BJ and Migs mornings on The Rock 99.9 KISW.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. How much does bankruptcy cost?
Well, bankruptcy costs, of course, vary depending on what type of case you're filing. There's a certain amount of court costs and other out-of-pocket costs that you're going to have in any case. The filing fees in a bankruptcy case are about $300, whether you file Chapter 7 or Chapter 13. One of the things to watch out for when you're shopping for bankruptcy attorneys or looking at the different cost options is that a lot of times, especially the really cheap places, don't tell you up front about all the court costs and whatnot that you're going to have to pay in addition to the attorney fees. So make sure that you get the full picture when you're comparing prices of bankruptcy lawyers on what the attorney fees are, how much your court costs are going to be, so that you can really make a true comparison.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com.
Take the next step toward the career you want, be it business, cybersecurity, healthcare, or more. UMGC can help you get there. No application fee when you apply by August 31st. Visit umgc.edu, certified to operate by Chev.
For tank and tankless hot water heaters, for clogged drains, for leaky faucets, for toilets that won't flush. Stop freaking and call Beacon. Beacon Plumbing, Heating, and Mechanical is your trusted source to solve all your plumbing needs. 1-800-FREAKIN or beaconplumbing.net.
Your home equity. It could be an untapped opportunity instead of an untouchable asset. Introducing HomeTap. HomeTap is an investor, not a lender. They give you cash in exchange for a share of your home's future value. Use it to pay off debt, make renovations, fund a business, or just live a better life. There's no interest or monthly payments to worry about. HomeTap. Get more from home ownership. Get more from life. Subject to eligibility, terms and conditions apply. Visit HomeTap.com to apply in minutes. That's HomeTap.com.